round 2, San Francisco Supercross. As you can see, it's a little rainy out, and we're in the minivan life. But yeah, feeling pretty good. I had a little bit of a cold this week, so still getting over it, as you can tell. But you know, that's what happens in this sport, is you're never, you're not always 100%. So got to make do with what you got. But yeah, we're gonna go play in the mud today, see how it goes. Last weekend was great. For me, it was, you know, besides the crash, it was really good. I was able to qualify well, win a heat race, show some good speed, and yeah, overall it was a great night until I crashed. So, fun fact, some people know, some people don't, my first name's Paul. We passed Paul Avenue. Yeah, it's been good. We were able to ride Corona. Yamaha still has their 2 tracks in Corona. The 450 team came out here for the month, so my mechanic's here, and J. Coop, Eli, myself, and yeah, it was good. Huh, Indy? Tell them. Looking for some redemption. I feel like the Yamaha dog's good in the mud, though. We had a few days this boot camp where we had to give her a go in the mud, and felt good. So you just never know. It's all most of the time about a start and just surviving. And it depends. I think this will be honestly probably a full-blown mudder, not like East Rutherford last year. We did the heat race, we did practice all day, it was dry, and then we sat around and then it just downpoured. So I think like when you're riding in the mud all day, you kind of adapt a little better than just going out cold turkey and sending her in the mud. But yeah, it's good. I grew up on the East Coast, so mud's your bud, dude. That's what they say. We'll see. That's the hard thing. Like, none of us even know what the dirt's like here, even if it's dry. Like, if I had to guess, and just watching videos from back in the day, it's already a little bit softer than, say, like an Anaheim or a San Diego. So when it does rain, I expect it to get a bit more muddy and kind of greasy than like slippery, if that makes sense. But you never know. We always joke, but I swear sometimes when it's actually raining, it makes it better, because at least it stays muddy and it doesn't dry up and get like sticky and heavy. So I think it just all depends how it ends up going with the weather. But yeah, I don't know if you're gonna catch the shuttle or if you want to run or what, but we'll see you inside, I guess.
Welcomes you to downtown San Francisco, California, for the second round of the Super Motocross World Championship. Of course, it doubles as round 2 of the 2024 Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship. And for the second week in a row, we're inside a baseball stadium. This weekend, the home of the Giants at Oracle Park. And Oracle Park is waterlogged.
It's definitely wide, huh? This dirt is nice.
2-2 before the finish.
Wouldn't be that bad if it wasn't just for the rain.
You know what we can use?
A wind. 100%.
Like even if it was dry, there's no way. But off that shelf, you just went over this.
Yeah, and then over.
I don't know what's happening to that table.
I think it's just whatever you can jump.
Yep.
It's like, look, that's just people walking through it. Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad, but it'll definitely be really muddy, and we'll see. It's hard to tell until you ride, but gonna be a full mudder, that's for sure. Rain's still coming down, but we can have fun in the mud.
unfortunately, we've had to cancel the second session here today in San Francisco due to weather and the incoming weather. That decision's been made to prep for tonight's race. Our dirt crew's constantly working on the track now to make sure it's race ready for tonight.
Cooper, he's a little under the weather today, so it's kind of a bummer. And for me, I don't know how I'm doing yet, really. It's a mud race, so you just never know what can happen, but it's also an even playing field for everybody. So just trying to do some mud prep, get everything dialed in as we can, and then go out there for the heat race. Now we just did practice, and they only have one practice today, and we qualified 5th, I think, so we'll be in the second heat. And yeah, hopefully the track conditions are okay. Get off to a good start and maybe make for a good heat race at least.
Feeling pretty good. Practice went okay. Got a decent lap in, P5, which was solid, and then yeah, it's got second practice canceled, so we're just kind of waiting in limbo, doing some autographs, and hopefully the rain will hold off. But it's going to be muddy either way. But we'll see what happens. Anything can happen in the mud, so looking forward to hopefully getting our first win tonight.
Yeah, I mean today's going good. I think it's the same for everybody. You know, it's muddy, sloppy, but like I tell my guys, you know, everybody has to do the same exact thing, so go out and do the best you can. Overall, I think all three guys are happy. Justin was a little bit struggle for him. I think, you know, first time mud race on a 450, it's a bigger bike, it's more power, it's heavier, so he was definitely a little bit struggling, but we'll get it figured out. You know, we eliminated second practice, so maybe good or bad possibly, but we'll see in the heat race. So yep, go out there and do our best.
Nate came out firing on, qualified P1, but we had a little bit of a hiccup. Evidently jumped the triple on a red cross, so we got our fast time taken away. But we qualified P2, so that's fine. We'll go get him in the heat race. Yeah, with Nate last weekend, obviously he had a crash there day one. His shoulder was kind of bothering, but had it checked out. Everything was fine. We had a light week this week, but he's all good. We're ready to go, contend for wins with Nate. Smitty obviously got a second last weekend. Fantastic start to the season. This weekend practice took him a while to get the feel of the track. I mean, the track's super muddy, and you need to be able to do those rhythms over and over and over, and just took him a while to get going, and with one practice it was tough, but yeah, we'll go get him. He's heat one, so yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yours is perfect, right? You're at 95%, so you're golden.
I'm Christian Kaufman. I'm the mechanic for Nate Thrasher here at Star Racing Yamaha. We're here in San Francisco. It's a little muddy today, so we might be changing a few things for Nate for the night show just to get him a little bit more comfortable. Those things might be a little bit more foam underneath the skid plate. We might throw some foam underneath the shifter and his brake just to make sure there's no mud packing up, there's no rocks or anything like that. Other than that, we're really just trying to get the guys a good grip on the bike, so maybe a touch more grip tape from anchor tape, but otherwise it's just basically the same kind of thing. We're just trying to keep him on the bike, hands on the grips, nice and dry. We do tend to back cut our tires a little bit, and that's just to kind of keep the mud from getting stuck in there, and just kind of lets it free up the mud to kind of keep Nate's tires have a good tread on them.
We got the Simpsons winner. Yeah, this was my office for 9 years.
Race in the wet 250 heat one. Jordon Smith, a superstar on the inside. Let's get back to work. Here we go. Heat 2 of the 450s in the mud. Oracle Park, San Francisco. What's this one got in store? Webb and Plessing are going at it for second, and Webb's going to get there. Who gets the jump? Who's going to be best out of the gate? Let's drop that gate here in San Francisco in the mud. This is going to be wild. Hold on tight. I think it may be Jordon Smith. Jordon Smith and Max Boland get out of the gates the best.
Great start for Jordon Smith. Be interesting to see if he's going to try to build a gap. I can tell you, if I'm Jordon Smith, as long as he's been in this series, this is where we talked about it before the main event started, Lee. He's like, what are you doing? This is where he can rely on his experience. He's got a command lead over 12 seconds, and he should know, like, all right, I got to chill out.
Checkered flag out in San Francisco. Jordon Smith wins on a rugged night in San Francisco in the mud.
Better and stuff. They're like, here they come, here they come.
Oh, it feels great, man. These are just survival conditions, and it feels great to come away with the win and the points lead. It's special. I'm pumped right now.
Minutes plus a lap here in San Francisco. It's time to bring the action. Drop that gate. Let's get to it. But it's Sexton Tomac in just his second return ride after that Achilles injury, where so many of us thought it was going to sideline him forever. He wouldn't come back to the sport. Not the story. He's back and back with force. Eli Tomac second. Awesome performance in just a slugfest in the mud.
Good. It's definitely a good rebound from A1, and what a crazy night. And to come out with a second place is not much more you can ask besides winning, so it's good.
It was the most important thing was just getting out there and getting a good start, and that's what I put myself in. Was up front there in the race, off the gate there, and even then I got blasted by Chase with the mud and couldn't see it all going through that first turn, but pulled the tear off, got some decent vision, and then just stayed up. That was my main focus, was staying up. It's so important to stay on two wheels in these races.
Yeah, man, it's been a long time coming. A lot of hard work, a lot of tough times. Times that I didn't know if I was going to make it out of as a racer. I didn't know if I was going to be able to keep racing or want to keep racing. So, man, it's incredible, incredible feeling. The team did a great job today. It's a huge effort for a race like this. Just everything extra that goes into it. Bobby, no one thought it was going to happen for sure. Bobby was like, Jordan, you're not winning tonight. You just survived the best you can. And he's like, but if you prove me wrong, he's like, I'll be a happy man, and I think I did tonight. So it was incredible. I mean, I just got off to a good start and rode my race.
It was a rough night. Today it was going all right. Qualifying went well, top 5. Heat race was good, second, and then Yeah, Maine actually was riding good, and then just all of a sudden wasn't. And yeah, it was a night, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, it was a really challenging race, and obviously never stopped raining. It actually got worse and worse, but it was a huge rebound for Eli. I mean, for him to go out and do what he did there was awesome. It was good mentally for him, good for the team, good for everybody. Cooper had an amazing heat race, and in the main he just kind of locked up a little bit, but he'll rebound just like Eli rebounded this week, next week. So I think all in all will be good for Justin Cooper. It was a tough night for him. First ever mud race on a 450, and it's a whole different ball game. So as a team, we'll go back, rebound, and get ready for San Diego.